Well, let's get an update on the fixed income market. I'm being joined now by the Chief Dealer Fixed Income at FBN Quest Merchant Bank, Ramat Baba. Good morning, Ramat. Thank you very much for joining us on the program.
Good morning.
So can you bring us up to speed with the developments in the fixed income market? Yesterday we saw OMO auction. How did that drive our sentiment yesterday?
Before now, in the treasury bill space, we've seen yield trending up. That's at the start of the week, and that's in response to the liquidity situation in the system. CBN has consistently been issuing OMO bills as well as a special OMO auction whenever the demand is not as much as expected. As a result, interbank rates have consistently traded between 20% levels as the system remains tight. However, yesterday we saw a bit of buying as we saw counterparties picking bills. We think this is in a reaction to utilize the expected excess liquidity coming into the system from OMO maturities tomorrow. About 560.9 billion will be maturing tomorrow. And of course, the general expectations is that the CBN is going to issue OMO bills to take this out. And if there isn't enough demand, they'll have to issue additional OMO bills again, additional special OMO bills again. So of course, banks do not want to sleep with these funds or have excess funds, so they've been taken in the market to utilize the liquidity.
Okay, so what is the outlook on today's trading and, of course, the rest of the week?
On today's trading for treasury bills, we expect the buying to continue as, like I said, as they try to use up their excess liquidity. Then in the bond market in recent times, in the last few days, we've seen a bit of buying as well, and this is mainly from the locals. As a result, we've seen the bond yields coming down from mid 15% levels to about between 14.5 and 10.1% levels. I also need to mention at this point that the DMO is yet to release the auction calendar for the quarter. So this is actually expected to drive expectation and activities in the market. We've seen speculations here and there. People believe there will be a bit of front loading because the amount sold at the last few auctions in 2018 was not as much as what was on offer. So if they're going to front load, if they're going to issue more bonds than they've been doing in the last few months, we expect yields to go up slightly. By how much?
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Ramat Baba. Oh, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will look at today at the Nigerian stock market with pre-open market analysis. To stay with us. It's midweek and trading activities have resumed at Nigerian stock market. Let's join Temple now for an update. Good morning, Temple. Well, it's almost 1 hour into today's trading. What sentiment have you observed? Inflation numbers came out this morning. Are the traders traded in the numbers?
We're seeing a bullish sentiment, which arose as a result of the bargain hunting that resumed yesterday in the market. So whether you price in the inflation numbers or not, this sort of sentiment is ongoing in the market. All share index is up some 1.26% as we speak, and that's on account of some good buying sentiment that we've seen or buy interest we've seen around Dangote Cement, because Dangote Cement is currently up some 4.11% as we speak in the market. We've also seen other names across the sectors of the market, except for the banking segments now doing very positive at this point in time. Guinness, for example, under the consumer goods segment of the market is up in share price by 9.65%, and that translates to a positive sentiment in the market. A lot of analysts have predicted that today the market is also likely to go the same way, the northwards territory, the way it went yesterday. So things are really good. We're seeing the return of bullish of the bulls basically in the market. We're seeing bargain hunting across a lot of the numbers that are really low, and to quickly see speculatively how they can take profit before the election really comes up. However, we've seen a major development in the market right now. We saw Forte Oil releasing a statement for an extraordinary general meeting scheduled for the 7th of February, that's next month, looking to get the shareholders together to now deliberate on a couple of resolutions in the company. And one of the top resolutions there, number one resolution, is the one that has to do with the voting over the divestment of the upstream business of that company, as well as the generating company and the distribution company segments of the company. So that is expected to come up on February the 7th, 2019, and then we will be able to see going forward how this particular development will shape the price of Forte oil in the market. Don't forget, we know that the billionaire investor and major stakeholder in that company has indicated the need to divest these segments of the company, going forward, Chimeze.
Well, Temple, I guess the market has just started, and I'm sure you would have more information for us later on our next show. Thank you, Temple. And with that, we wrap up today's edition of the program. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Chimeze Obi Iwawo.